Hey basketball coaches, today I'm going to be talking to you about the most important things to teach in practice. Now, it all comes down to the age that you're really coaching. So if you're coaching the beginners, the 9-year-olds, the 10-year-olds, the ones who are just getting into club basketball, then the most important skills that you can teach those players are individual improvement skills. And what I'm talking about, number one, is going to be their ball handling ability. The ability to be able to cross over, dribble, regular dribble, left-hand dribble, weak-hand dribble, whatever. And then keeping their head up while dribbling. And then once they start getting the ability to actually dribble, that's when you can start adding in defense. Now, the reason why I'm making today's video is because lately I've been getting a lot of clients who are new to me, but they've been playing club basketball for 1 to 2 years. Now, every coach is different, every club system is different, so I'm not saying every coach is doing this, but I've been talking to them because their skills are not as high as I thought they should be, and I was asking them what are their coaches doing in practices, and they're saying, oh, we're just doing scrimmages, we're just learning plays, and that's it. And that's okay. That's a good portion of basketball for them to understand plays, for them to understand what a screen is, for them to understand what a post-up is. But when they're coming here and they can't even dribble without like losing the ball after 1 or 2 dribbles, there's an issue there. And if you're seeing this with your team, we need to go back to basics and have one coach way at the back. Let's say I'm the coach and you guys are the players. I'm standing here and I'm saying, okay, what I want you to do is dribble with your right hand and try to match my dribble. And then you're going to see if everyone is dribbling with their feet, shoulder width apart, dribbling with the ball, having it not bounce off their feet. And then once everyone's good, we can do this for 30, 45 seconds, cross over, left hand, and then practice with the left hand, explaining to them to use their fingertips. A lot of players I've been having lately have not been using their fingertips. They've been dribbling with their palm. And we need to teach them again how to dribble with their fingertips. Dribbling with their fingertips is going to allow them to control that ball a lot better. If they're dribbling with their palm, they don't know where it's going to go. So that's why we like to use fingertips. And then if you have a secondary coach, he can be standing there holding up fingers, having the players call out how many fingers that you have up in the air while they're copying the other coach's dribbling. Then we can get into, after 30, 45 seconds of left-hand dribbling, we can get into crossovers. We can teach them how to do crossovers. And then we can get them to have their head up when they were doing the crossovers. And then we can teach them to do super wide crossovers, which apparently I can't do today. And then you can keep on building on those skills. And then we need to also teach them how to shoot and how to shoot properly. I understand some younger players, they can't shoot with one hand. I understand that. They sometimes have to use 2. That's okay. But if they are in that phase where they need to use 2, have them push the ball from their chest and up, trying to extend their main hand. So trying to keep that main hand underneath the ball. The reason why is because once they become strong enough, if they're shooting with 2 hands now, it's going to be a lot harder to teach them how to shoot a shot like they should be. It's going to be a lot harder to teach them this way if they're starting to learn how to shoot this way. What basically happens is if they've learned how to shoot with 2 hands, what's going to happen, and it's a big fight to try and get rid of it, is they will start having a thumb flick when they shoot that ball. And this is something that a lot of coaches and trainers fight a long time with players with, is to get rid of a thumb flick. Some players never do. Steph Curry actually has a thumb flick, and he's become super successful with it. However, at the same time, it does make a shot a lot easier, and you don't have to have all of these if-thens, if this, then that kind of issues with trying to fix a shooting form. All we need to do is to teach the player at first to shoot from the chest, and then once they get strong enough, we can move this into this. So if I was coaching right now, if I was coaching 9 and 10-year-old basketball players, girls or boys, it doesn't really matter. At the beginning of every team practice, I would get them to pair up in 2s or 3s, depending on how many nets that you've got. And then I would say, okay, I want you to take 5 shots each from 1 inch from the rim. Now, if you've got enough pylons, you could set out pylons for how far that you would like them to shoot, but 5 shots each, close up, made, 5 made shots each. And then we would move back with a pylon, or just if they're smart, or if they're able to visualize right about here in the middle of the key. And then 5 more made shots from here. And then you can slowly move your way back, where if you're having twice a week practices, you might be able to, by the end of the month, you might be able to be shooting from a foot or 2 within the 3-point line. And I'm not just doing this at the front of the rim, I also want to do this on the sides as well. So from the sides, we want to get right to the side of the net so that there is no backboard involved. And we want to sit here and we want to take our shots. And again, same thing. Now, if they're younger, you could start from 1 inch away. If they've gotten that and that's easy for them, you could start from the side of the key, take a step back after 5 made, make another 5, and keep on building. Now, this may seem like it takes a long time, but it actually doesn't. To do 2 to 3 spots in front on the sides, this is only going to take around 10 minutes or less. And once you've gotten through that, you can get into dribbling for 10-15 minutes, and then you could get into team drills, because then team drills, like for example a 3-man weave, or maybe a defensive slide passing drill, or some kind of whatever team drills that your team runs. There's like 6 trillion of them that I've got on this channel anyways, but at least now they're working on the individual skills that are going to help them succeed when it comes to the team skills. Now, just really quickly, why I have them shoot from the side as well is because when they're shooting from the front, they'll sometimes want to just use the backboard the whole time, just hit the backboard, have it bounce in. They're not able to do that from the side, so it helps them focus on trying to get a swish. Anyways, I hope that this video has been helpful. If it has, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.